greatest regular season quarterback. But when it come playoff time, I know it's a team game. It's a team game. But when it come playoff time, Tom Brady gets it done with his team.
Not the past 2 times, though.
Hey, 2 times. It's all
Last I remember, he lost in the Super Bowl.
You right.
And just got beat down by the Baltimore Ravens this year.
You right. But when he's got there, he's 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
With 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Peyton Manning, 1 time.
One of those is questionable because of Spygate.
Spygate, it don't matter. A win is a win.
What?
The Jets, they say the coach laid down for the Jets, but it's still a win.
It is a win.
I mean, Spygate, I don't care about Spygate because everybody got game footage on everybody. It ain't that hard to look at a play call. If you look at the game footage. Is it not?
No.
Yes, it is. It's not that hard.
But when you're filming a team's walkthrough practice, it's a little bit different.
Not necessarily.
If you know the progression of plays they're going to be using, if you know, you said, hey, on 1st and 10, we're going to use this certain play, and if we get that pass is incomplete, we're going to run this certain play, but if it gets completed, we're going to run this play. That's a whole different ballgame.
Not necessarily, because they've done that more than once. It's not just only that game. They've done that before. If they know they can do that every game, if they get that play going, they're always going to run that next play. They might throw a wrinkle in there every now and then, but every team has that same philosophy. I mean, nobody runs different plays every single week of the game. Every single week.
There's some people who run different plays.
But I give it to Peyton. Peyton he will hold all the reps. He will hold them all. I still take Tom Brady.
Except for the interceptions, which will always stay with Brett Favre.
Well, it could happen. Yeah. It could happen.
That's true. That is true.
Mind you, whenever.
Now, Peyton did make a run for it his rookie season.
With 28.
With 26. He had 26 interceptions.
Okay.
So, I mean, he made a run for it. He's been trying. And he added 1 to his total last night. Almost 2.
It's bound to happen. Ain't no quarterback never threw an interception.
Yeah, but you're talking about Tom Brady. I will make a case for you for Tom Brady.
Thank you.
Tom Brady is very important to his team. Now, last year when he went down, Matt Castle led them to 11-5, but they missed the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Another topic for another day.
What, about Matt Castle?
No, them missing the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean they missed the playoffs. I mean that's something messed up. Don't get me wrong.
It happens.
But at the same time, I got to give Tom Brady his credit. He came in as the most underrated player of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, next to last draft pick. I mean, that kind of hurt. I mean, that hurts your confidence. Then he takes over for Drew Bledsoe, which anybody can do that. Tony Romo.
Not saying that Drew Bledsoe was a great quarterback.
I'm not saying he's great.
He had a fairly decent career, albeit all the injuries and such.
But I'll tell you, we ain't talking about Drew Bledsoe. But, Tom Brady stepped in that game in the Super Bowl and played a heck of a game. Did it again against Philly. Did it again against, Carolina. But didn't do it against the Giants or the Ravens. That's going to hurt him.
It's all good. Next topic. A sport dear to my heart. The NBA. The Celtics and the Magic played this weekend. With the Magic beating the Celtics out in the end to take the 7-point victory. Now, the reason why I picked this game is because the Celtics and the Magic, besides the Cavs, are supposed to be running away for the Eastern Conference.
That's true.
For the first seed. Both teams are underachieving, and the Celtics are playing with a lot of injuries. From the beginning of the season, I picked the Magic to go to the NBA Finals, and I'm sticking by my team. But right now, it's not looking too good. I don't know what's going on, but it's time to clamp down for both of these teams if they want to make any kind of run in the playoffs. Because the Hawks have caught everybody by storm. Everybody. The Hawks might be the team to beat. I know that everybody's riding on LeBron and his coattail. but the Hawks might be the team to beat. What do you think?
Well, I mean, the Hawks, they're really good. I mean, they beat, the Boston Celtics 3 times this year, which, it's been a long time coming for that team. The Atlanta Hawks, just scraping themselves as a 4 and a 5 seed the past couple of years, but albeit it is the Eastern Conference. You can have a losing record and still have a 5th seed. But, but with them doing the way they're doing it this year, beating the Celtics 3 times, the Magic has got to step up, because the Magic, after going to the NBA Finals last year, need to hurry up and step up for some reason. And they're just not doing that. May it be, everybody says it's Vince Carter's fault, but, everybody's saying, now, Dwight Howard's trying to do too much. Now, I don't know what the big deal is with that, but the Celtics, who I even picked to go to the NBA Finals against the Lakers this year, they're really, really starting to mess up. Not only are they playing without key guys, which I understand that, but even the key guys aren't really performing at their best this year. So that's something you got to work on, or that's something you got to look at. Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. Ray Allen may be shipped out of town in the next couple weeks. We don't know. There's been rumors saying he can go to Oklahoma City. He could be going to Orlando. Could be going to the Suns. He can go to anywhere one of them. But you know what? When you keep that, if you keep that core together, and they can mesh together like they did, and you can thank Rajon Rondo for going ahead and kind of hinting at the fact that there's a locker room problem. But because the Celtics get all that stuff together, there's no reason why they shouldn't be up front. And Orlando Magic they need to get back into gear, because we all know they have the caliber to be the best team in the NBA.
JB.
Well, I mean, it's what both of these two are saying. I mean, both teams are underachieving, especially when everyone is expecting them to do a lot. Orlando just coming out of the finals. I mean, they're expected to go back. I mean, I picked the Magic. I mean, that was hard for me to choose, but I decided to go with the Magic. And Dwight is doing what he does best. He's handling his business, albeit he gets into foul trouble so much, but you really can't blame him. I just have to say it's the point. It's the backcourt play. I mean, Jameer Nelson, we don't know if he's technically fully healed from that injury he had from last season, and I think it could be the case of them getting rid of Courtney Lee. That's just my opinion.
Wes.
I kind of agree with you on the Courtney Lee thing, but as far as the Celtics go, for the past 2 or 3 years, they have been expected championship or bust, pretty much, I'd say. And you know what? One of those years they actually did. They cashed that in. The thing is though, they have to settle this locker room now. Locker room
before
is
the All-Star break.
Before, yeah, definitely. And before, injuries, that could be a problem. It's just a matter of just not winning, not showing up. That could be a problem. But locker room, that's going to make you or break you, in my opinion. Because relationship with the players is the key fundamental thing, especially if you want to even try to make a run at any kind of playoffs. So you definitely need to when this All-Star break comes, you need to get it figured out, straightened out, and get back to it.